Hello and welcome to the Simpson Storm Coaches Show. I'm your host, Bryan Geelan, sitting in for Zach James, and we're joined today by head football coach Jim Glogowski. Coach, thanks for being on.
Great to be here.
All right, Saturday. Words can't really describe how big a win that was for us. 38-37, overtime victory over Wartburg in dramatic fashion. Coach, what does it mean for you in this program to get a win like that against a quality opponent in Wartburg, ranked number 19 in the nation at the time, and our first win against them since 1997? What's that mean for you guys?
Well, it was a great comeback, no doubt. It's games like that make your kids start to have some serious belief in themselves. And those are some of the things that we talk about. Keep on fighting, keep playing. It's a 60-minute game. Let the game come back to you. If it gets it back away from you a little bit, and if you keep playing hard, usually it does. And so that's certainly something to build on. We had a tough start to the season, but we've been playing well the last few weeks. And so certainly as the season comes to an end here, the regular season, we're looking forward to finishing strong.
Simpson won 3 out of the last 4 games. In that Wartburg game, you're down 17 going into the fourth quarter. At what point did you look at your team and say, I think we can do this, I think we can come back? What kind of triggered on Saturday that made you believe?
Well, the biggest thing was we scored at the beginning of the fourth quarter, and that cut the lead to 10. And so I thought, if you can get one more stop, give yourself a chance to get within the score with 5, 6, 7 minutes to go. And we actually had the ball down to about the 40-yard line and turned it over and had to punt it. And with about 8 minutes to go, we were still down by 10. At that point, I knew we needed one stop quickly, which we got. And as we pushed the ball down the field, we had a chance for a field goal, and we settled for that, knowing it was a 2-score game. And then it just came down to whether or not we can get off the field in 3 snaps or not. And fortunately for us, we did. Certainly there was a short punt that helped. The field position certainly wasn't too much to overcome. And we were about 45 yards out with a minute and a half to go. And our offense had really started clicking in the second half. And we certainly had moved the ball well at times in the first half. We just kind of shot ourselves in the foot here and there. And we just needed to stay consistent, keep making plays. And I felt like if our defense was able to give ourselves a chance, we certainly could make a run at it.
You talk about offensively you were able to move the ball. It's tough not to talk about your quarterback, Taylor Nelson, in that situation. Set an Iowa Conference record with 38 completions in the game, 358 yards. He's really come on strong this season. Talk about his play in the Wartburg game in particular.
Well, really it probably goes back to last year. As a matter of fact, we played Wartburg the 10th game last season. He started all 10 games as a freshman, and he really played well against Wartburg. He made one big mistake in the second half and 3 interceptions and returned for a touchdown. But other than that, he had really started to come along as the season progressed. And this season, he worked really hard in the summer. Those guys had a great chemistry. They threw the ball with each other all summer long. And I thought when we came into camp this year, he really had a good vibe for what was going on. A lot of confidence in his receivers. And after that Bethel game, we got into the Olaf game, and he really did a nice job of marching us down the field late in that game. And it just kind of took off from there. He's had a few 300-yard games, and I thought he's done a really nice job of running the offense, handling the ups and downs in the game really well. And really Saturday, he had a huge fourth quarter, and a lot of that goes to the offensive line and the receivers. It was a great team effort, but he kind of makes us go. And when he's out there moving around in the pocket, he's pretty dangerous.
And now, looking forward to next week, you're 3-4 going into a game against Luther, which is a team that beat you last year at home. How do you prepare your guys for this Luther game coming up, and how do you keep them playing at a level that they were against Wartburg and not have a letdown?
Well, the biggest thing is we talk about, Saturday was a big win, but we're talking about trying to do that every Saturday. And so, as we talk about all the time, coach talk, win, lose, or draw, you got to go back out on Tuesday and get back to work. And I think we've done a nice job getting back on the practice field this week. We've got a lot of things to clean up. We're not perfect by any stretch. A lot of things went our way at the end of the game on Saturday. And if we want to continue to have success, we've got to eliminate some of those big-time penalties and mistakes that we made that could have very well done us in on Saturday. And so, we're looking forward to playing Luther. They've got a tremendous quarterback, a fourth-year quarterback who's played quite a bit of football in his career. Mike Durnan does a great job as a head coach out there, and it's a tough place to play. It's the longest road trip of the year, and we'll go up there on Friday and get ready to go on Saturday afternoon, and hopefully eliminate some of the mistakes we made last week and play solid football.
All right, Coach, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Simpson takes on Luther at 1 o'clock on Saturday in Decorah. For the Simpson Storm Coaches Show, this is Bryan Geelan.